वासुदेवाय संजय उवाच इति अहं वासुदेवस्य पार्थस्य च महात्मनः संवादम् इममश्रौसम् अद्भुतं रोमहर्षणम् संजय उवाच इति अहं वासुदेवस्य पार्थस्य च महात्मनः संवादम् इममश्रौसम् अद्भुतं रोमहर्षणम् संजय उवाच इति अहं वासुदेवस्य पार्थस्य च महात्मनः संवादमिममश्रौसम् अद्भुतं रोमहर्षणम् Sanjay Uvacha. Sanjaya said, Iti, thus, Aham, I, Vasudevasya, of Krishna, Parthasya, and Arjuna, Cha, also, Mahatmanaha, of the great soul, Samvadam, discussion, Imam, this, Ashrosham, have heard, Adbhutam, wonderful, Romaharshanam, making the hair stand on end. Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Srila Prabhupada. Sanjaya said, thus I heard the conversation of two great souls, Krishna and Arjuna, and so wonderful is that message. My hair is standing on end. In the beginning of Bhagavad Gita, Dhritarashtra inquired from his secretary Sanjaya what happened on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. The entire study was related to the heart of Sanjaya by the grace of his spiritual master Vyasa. He thus explained the theme of battlefield. The conversation was wonderful because such an important conversation between two great souls had never taken place before and would not take place again. It was wonderful because the Supreme Personality of Godhead was speaking about himself and his energies to the living entity, Arjuna, a great devotee of the Lord. If we follow in the footsteps of Arjuna to understand Krishna, then our life will be happy and successful. Sanjaya realized this, and as he began to understand it, he related the conversation to Dhritarashtra. Now it is concluded that wherever there is Krishna and Arjuna, there is victory. Om Ajnanatimirindasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savdutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurani Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kulturubhyascha Kripa Sindhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama हरे कृष्णा. किसी को हिंदी ट्रांसलेशन चाहिए? Hare Krishna. So we are coming to the end of Bhagavad Gita. Now last week we have heard how Arjuna had come to a stage where he said, I will do whatever you say. Karishye vachanam tava. Right? I have given an analysis. In 10th chapter Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna said, Sarvametadritam manye yanmam vadasi keshava nahite bhagavan viktim vidurdeva nadanava. My dear Lord, whatever you say, I accept. Right? Sarvametadritam manye yanmam vadasi keshava. In 11th chapter, in the beginning, he said, Nasto moha. My moha is destroyed, finished. But still, Krishna did not stop speaking Bhagavad Gita because Arjuna did not reach the position where he understood Bhagavad Gita. Then finally, he went on speaking. Then finally again he asked, Arjuna, did you hear attentively? Now your moha is gone. Right? Did you hear? Otherwise, Prabhupada says, if you did not hear, I'll speak again. Then, in response to that, Arjuna said, Nasto moha smriti labda tat prasadat maya achyuta. Right? Our moha will go only by the mercy of Krishna. Right? Krishna anugraha. Then only, so for that, Arjuna, what did he do in the beginning, in the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita? What did he do? We are all crying all the time, right? All the time we are crying. Sokashu sagara vishoshanam. Ati Udara. Lord Kapila says, Hasam Harer Avanitaya Atiloka Tivra Shokashu Sagar Vishoshanam Ati Udara. Right? Lord Kapila says, those who are in distress, those who are crying, Shokashru. And because of people crying in the Kali Yuga, the ocean has become salty. Otherwise, previously it was sweet, sweet water. All our tears are going into the ocean. That's why it's becoming salty. You can change it, put it here. Put it here. So, those tears will then, but one Acharya says that, okay, you are crying, go in front of Krishna and cry. If you simply cry, it is lamentation. But if you go to Krishna and cry, then it is Vishada Yoga. That's why first chapter is known as Arjuna Vishada Yoga. You becomes yoga, right? Even if you are crying, you go in front of Krishna and cry. We are not as fortunate as Arjuna that Krishna will come and speak to you, but he will give you direction. Okay, go to so and so, attend class. You will get inspired, right? Prabhupada says in 4th canto Bhagavatam, oh my God, this girl has come. Uddam macha rahi. प्रणाम करो. Balloon. Prabhupada writes in 4th canto Bhagavatam, when Dhruva Maharaj was insulted by his stepmother, and he was very, very grief stricken, and then he goes running to his mother, and his mother also, she was also very grief stricken because her husband always neglected her, and then she told that Kalash, $51,000. This year Kalash 51,000. Huh? Ready karna? So she was also crying. Then Prabhupada writes that what is the use of simply lamenting? Right? घर में बैठ के रोने से क्या होगा? Right? Do something practical. Right? Do something practical. And in Yuddha Kanda, beginning of Ramayana, Hanumanji comes back and he informs that how Sita and all that. So Bhagavan Ramchandra is making a plan, and then when he was thinking, so what are the various strategies and all, then Hanuman, he described that how difficult to conquer Lanka. There is a Nadi Durga, means it was surrounded by ocean, right? Previously, if you go to all these forts and all, they are protected, just like Vijayanagara kingdom, the fort is protected with on one side Tungabhadra river, and then they put very dangerous crocodiles in those waters. If somebody wants to cross over, by swimming and all, crocodiles they will catch. Nadi Durga. Then on one side they have Giri Durga, means on another side forest protected by the this not the Giri means mountains. On another side protected by Vana Durga, forest. And then they construct Agat, means very deep waters, where it is very difficult to cross over those canals and all that. So then he described Hanumanji. Then Bhagavan Ramchandra, he was actually he became morose. Always remember Ramayana, Lord Ramchandra acted like a Nara, right? Like a human being. So he started lamenting that except Hanuman, nobody can cross this ocean. Right? Nobody can cross this ocean. How am I going to rescue Sita? Sita must be waiting for me. It's a great insult to the king of Raghuvamsha that he is not able to protect his own wife. Like that he started lamenting. Then Sugriva, he advised Lord Ramchandra, like a true Mitra, he advised, my dear Ram, what is the use of simply lamenting? If you waste your time lamenting, you will not be able to rescue Sita. A true hero, achiever, doesn't spend time lamenting, but he makes plan how to overcome the problem. Right? How to overcome the problem. So there are many lessons, Ramayana we can learn, each and every step, we can learn lessons from Ramayana, life's lessons from Ramayana, how to manage our life, like that. So one of the themes of Ramayana is don't lament. Lakshmana also, he gave advice to Ramchandra when he was lamenting for Sita. What did he say? Anybody remembers? बोलिए शोको नाशयति धैर्यम Shoko nashayati dhrutam. Shoko nashayati sarvam. Shoko hi sarvashatru. Lakshmana advised, just before that, Ramchandra chastised Lakshmana, really, why did you leave Sita, this and that. But Lakshmana was not very upset, okay, it's like that. Then when he saw Ramchandra, then he gave him advice. Don't lament, because lamentation destroys patience. Dhairya means? Dhrutam means lamentation destroys determination. Dhrutam. And then lamentation destroys everything. That is why the greatest enemy of man is Shoka. Utsaha. Then Lakshmana says, Utsahamai Purusha, though an enthusiastic person, there is nothing he cannot achieve in this world. He can achieve anything in this world by enthusiasm. Then, like that. So, even if you have to lament, it should be yoga. Right? Go in front of Krishna and lament. Then Krishna will show you the way. Like that. So all our scriptures, they are not simply philosophical treatises where you sit and discuss something over a table, drinking chai and smoking cigarette. No, it is something we can implement in our lives. So after this class, whenever you have to lament, don't waste your time lamenting. Right? So you should do. You should think what can I do something practically so that I can get over the lamentation. Suppose if there is a breakup, right? So simply, the boy is lamenting, "Arey, breakup ho gaya," right? Then what will he achieve? Right? What will he achieve? Again, he should try. Right? कोशिश करने वाले क्यों हार कभी नहीं होती. प्यार में बेइज्जती होती है, लेकिन हर बार नहीं होती. Right? You should try again. Simply sitting and lamenting, अरे छोड़ दिया. Right? Again, you should try somebody for with someone else. Right? Anyway, so this lesson, take with you today. Right? Don't lament. Prabhupada said, there is one king, it is given in Upanishad, that a very great king, he was sitting in the assembly of some sages, and then he got a news that he lost something. Then he started lamenting. And the sages concluded, because you are lamenting, you are not a Kshatriya, you are a Sudra. Sa shochati, sa Sudra. Prabhupada said, those who lament, they are Sudras. So don't be Sudra. But if you lament in front of Krishna, then it becomes Vishada Yoga. Right? Arjuna. What moha, which moha got destroyed? On what basis he was lamenting? Huh?
He was thinking that he will lose his friends,
This
acharyas and everybody.
because he is his grandfather.
Yeah, what is it called in Sanskrit? Huh? What is it called in Sanskrit? The greatest sin in this world. Huh? What is the greatest sin in the world? You know? Huh? There is cow killing, is considered greatest, very great sin. Crores of times more sinful. Huh? Dehatma buddhi, bodily concept of. Prabhupada writes in 10th canto, 1st chapter, bodily concept of life. So, because of bodily concept of life, Arjuna was under moha, illusion. So, Arjuna said, Nastu moha smritir labda. Right? My moha is gone. Which moha? Huh? I am this body. That is why Prabhupada said in 2nd chapter of Bhagavad Gita, I shall not fight. I shall not fight. In the beginning, you know, which verse? Tell. When did he say?
2nd chapter.
Yeah. Evam bhutva Rishikesha Gudakesha Parantapa Nayotsya iti Govinda Uktva Tushnim Babuvaha. Why did Arjuna address Krishna as Govinda?
Govinda, you can satisfy.
No, Nayosya iti Govinda. Govinda means, you know, one who gives pleasure to the senses. It is your job to give pleasure to my senses. So please give pleasure to my senses. Why are you asking me to do this horrible work of killing, you know, Vishmadev and all? Just give na. I will not fight and all. Just give me pleasure to my senses. That is the meaning of Govinda. No. So Prabhupada said that I shall not fight, and this I shall fight. Right? There is lot of difference between that I and this I. Right? This I shall fight. He is free from bodily concept of life. Then he understood that what is his duty towards Krishna. You know, we read Bhagavad Gita, we study Bhagavad Gita, we teach Bhagavad Gita, but what, you know, simply like, you know, once one devotee came, Tamal Krishna Maharaj introduced one person, you know, one person. One person said, Prabhupada, he knows all 700 verses of Bhagavad Gita. Then Prabhupada said, that's all right, engage him in some service. Right? So, simply, if you have not understood the Bhagavad Gita, you know, simply reading Bhagavad Gita, it is like reading English essays. English essays. If you have understood Bhagavad Gita, that means what? You should be able to say, Karishye Vachanam Tava. I shall do whatever you say. And it is not easy, no? It's not easy. Because on the first day of the war, just before that only, in the morning he told, my dear Krishna, whatever you say, I will do. Bhishmadev has taken a vow that I will not kill any of the Pandavas. He made it very clear, because Pandavas and Kurus are equally affectionate to me. So I will not kill any of these 5 Pandavas. Okay? But every day I will kill at least 10,000 soldiers. That is minimum. Like maximum you can go any amount. So actually this pastime of Krishna taking in Mahabharata it is described that this pastime of Krishna taking the broken wheel of the chariot of the broken chariot, wheel of the broken chariot, and rushing towards Bhishma happened twice. First day it happened, again 10th day it happened. Right? So Krishna told Arjuna. Krishna was observing that Arjuna was releasing arrows at Bhishma, not with his equal power, that his usual power. Their Rama's and Arjuna's arrows, they carry. They people used to talk. When on the first day Ravanasur faced Lord Ramchandra released arrows in such a way, Ram Banam, it's called Ram Banam. It after reaching the palace in the night, he was actually क्या बोलते हैं, उलिक पड़, what do you call it in Hindi or English? You remember something and then you do like this. What do you call? Huh? Chauk gaya. हाँ.
सोते सोते.
हाँ?
सोते सोते.
हाँ. Ram, Rama's Bana is coming. Rama's where? Rama's. He was so everywhere. He was so disturbed because of the Rama's arrow, like that. Like that people used to remember Arjuna's arrows. जब अर्जुन का बाण का स्वाद चखोगे तब पता चलेगा. They were Arjun, Dronacharya, they used to tell Karna, जब अर्जुन का बाण चखोगे, स्वाद का चखोगे तब पता चलेगा तुमको. ये सब अभी डिंगा मार रहे हो ना. Like that. So that was the power with which they used to release the arrows. Arjuna's arrow means people would remember, oh, Arjuna's arrow. Like, but
Petrified.
Petrified. Ram. So Ravanasur was imagining, Rama's Bana is coming, Rama's Bana is coming. Like that he was. Then Arjuna was releasing arrows. Putuk. Like in our childhood we used to, our banas. Bhishma Dev he was just doing like this, and the arrows were falling like that. Krishna was watching. He said, "Arey Karshi Vachanam tava, kya ho gaya?" Right? Karshi Vachanam, you said, "Na, I will do whatever you say." Kill him. Kill him. Right? Actually, it is nicely described in Mahabharata, the power of Arjuna's arrows, because Shikandi also was releasing arrows. Right? Shikandi also was releasing arrows, but it's not nothing is happening to Bhishma Dev. Right? Then Krishna told, what are you doing? How these arrows, will affect Bhishma Dev. Then Krishna became very angry. Then Bhishma Dev broke the chariot of Arjuna's chariot. Then Krishna went down, and then he took the chariot wheel, and then he ran towards Bhishma Dev to kill. Then Partha, Arjuna also ran behind Krishna, and then caught hold of his lotus feet. He said, Keshava, please don't kill him. It will be a great insult to me. It will be a great insult to me, because you have taken a vow that you will not carry any weapon. Then Bhishma Dev said, my dear Vasudev, come and kill me. he gave up his Dhanushban and he said, there will be no more good fortune for me than to be killed by you. Just come. Then Arjuna was requesting, please don't kill, please don't kill. Right? Then Krishna asked what to do with this chariot wheel. अभी मारने के लिए आया था क्योंकि वेस्ट नहीं होना चाहिए. So Arjuna said, throw it. From Kurukshetra, it went and fell in West Bengal. That is why it is called Ekachakradam. Right? Ekachakradam. Then Krishna said, okay, now I threw the chariot wheel. Now will you kill Bhishmadev? Will you release your arrows properly? Krishyavachanam tavaya. And then he started releasing arrows such way that each and every pore of his body was stuck with arrows. So it was mentioned by the acharyas that why Krishna asked Arjuna to release such powerful arrows like that, because his blood was contaminated by eating the food of Duryodhana, and then his consciousness was contaminated by watching Draupadi Vastrahara. Right? So everything, because of that pain that he had experienced, because of falling on the each and every, can you imagine? People are afraid, to take, give blood test. Some people are, afraid of giving blood test, injection. सुई से डरते. कोई है सुई से डरने वाला? सुई से डरती है? हाँ, है ना, वीडियो है ना आपका? हाँ, सुई से डरती है, इसको तो कुछ नहीं होगा. वो टूट जाएगा, सुई टूट जाएगा. है ना? हाँ हाँ हाँ. So they say that all the blood is gone out, and then his consciousness, because of these two things, it has to be purified. So all the blood came out, and then when Krishna came and he was lying on the bed of arrows, and then Krishna asked, hey, see, Yudhishthira Maharaj is having so many doubts, please clear his doubts. Then Bhishmadev said, you want me to speak like this, in this condition? Right? Then how are you, Tata? Everything is okay? Like that Krishna touched the body of Bhishmadev. And all the pain and everything is gone. And then he got a new body by touch of Krishna's body, hand. Then he spoke, There is the entire literature, Vedic literature, there is nothing, no knowledge that is given by Bhishmadev in Anushashik Parva. There is no comparison, they say. Whatever you want to know under the sky, you can know by reading, this Anushashik Parva Mahabharata. Everything, all the doubts expressed by Yudhishthira Maharaj, Bhishmadev cleared, quoting from various scriptures. Very wonderful knowledge he gave. So it's all by the mercy of Krishna. So that was so Karishyavachanam tava, ultimately we have to Krishna will give you injection to get rid of your Dehatma Buddhi. Right? Unless we give up our affection for relatives and friends and wife and children and all, you will not get Krishna Prem. That is the speciality of gopis. Bolo, which verse? Uddhav, you know Uddhav Gita? Ashamaho Charnarin. You know this famous verse, do you know? That when we go to Giriraj Govardhan Parikrama, we find the place where Uddhavji was staying as bush, thorns. Yeah. Asamaho Charnarin Jusham Ahamsyam. Uddhav, Krishna's friend. Asamaho Charnarin Jusham Ahamsyam. Vrindavam Kimapi Gulmam Latao Shidanam. Ya Dushtjajam Swajana Arya Patancha Hitva Vejur Mukunda Padavim Shrutibir Mrugya Vinimrugya. So this is the glorification of gopis. There he spoke 4 verses, 5 verses, glorification of gopis. Yeta Paramatanubritam Bhuvi Gopa Vadvo Govinda Eva Nikilatmani Ruda Bhava Vanchanti Bhavabiyo Munayo Vayamcha Kim Brahma Janmabir Anantakatam Rasasya. All those people who have taken birth in a human body, the gopis are the greatest, because Govinda Eva Nikilatmani Ruda Bhava, they have unflinching devotion and love for Govinda. Such love is desired by Bhavabiyo, those who are afraid of death, Munaya, by Munis, and Vayam, by me. So if you can get such a love, what is the use of Brahma Janma? Birth as a Brahma. Anyway, then in the end he says, Asamaho Charnarin Jusham Ahamsyam. I am desiring the dust of lotus feet of the gopis. For that, if I go and ask, they will not give. That is why Kimapi Gulmam, Vrindavanam Kimapi Gulmam, Latao Shidanam. I want to become some bush, some trees, some flowers, latas, so that when they trample these latas, I may get the dust of their lotus feet. So what is the speciality of the gopis? Ya Dushtjajam. Dushtjajam means impossible to give up. What is impossible to give up? Swajana. Right? Affection for wife and children, or affection for husband and wife, husband and children. Swajana. So they have given up their affection for their husband and children and relatives. Swajana. Arya Patancha. They have given up moral behavior, morality, regulative principles of Vedas, of women should not go out in the middle of the night and all that stuff. They given up for the sake of Krishna. So even the Upanishads also, they desire position of gopis. So Krishna tells to gopis, you have given up your affection for your husband and children, but I didn't give up. So in this situation, ye yathamam prapadyante tam siddham bhajamyaham. 4th chapter Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, as you surrender, I reward. In this connection, with you I failed. This verse I cannot fulfill. Because you have given up affection for husband and wife, husband, children and relatives. But I didn't give up anything. So in this connection, you are greater than me. So I cannot repay my debt to you. Be satisfied with whatever service you have done. Like that, Krishna told the gopis, like that, because they have given up. So Krishna made sure that Arjuna also gave up the affection. All this, my spiritual master, my Pitamaha, Bhishma, right? So in the beginning, it is all easy, chanting and taking prasad. chanting, dancing. Huh? But when you progress more and more, what you call aikantika bhakti, if you want aikantika bhakti, then Krishna says, you should give me in 11th canto Bhagavatam, what is your favorite thing? तुमको जो सबसे अच्छा लगता है वो मुझे दे दो. सबसे अच्छा क्या लगता है आपको? हाँ? विटामिन एम. Right? Vitamin M. They say Pune devotees, they tell some story that there is one lady who was coming to the temple, old lady. She has got some 4 or 5 houses in Pune. The devotees are requesting, please give those houses to temple. Right? Then she was she would travel by bus and she won't spend so much money there she has got. But she wouldn't give. Then she died. She didn't give. Then government has taken over because उसको कोई वारिस नहीं था. इतना अच्छा होता भगवान को दे देते. Like that. So very difficult, कम से कम मरने के टाइम पे तो दे दो भगवान को. जो भी प्रॉपर्टी है भगवान के नाम ले दो. क्या फर्क पड़ता है बाद में बच्चों को क्यों देने का. राइट. राहुल गांधी बोल रहा था ना इनकम टैक्स, इनहेरिटेंस टैक्स अमेरिका में है बोलते हैं. हाँ. So instead of giving it to government or anything, So giving donation to Hare Krishna temple means, Nilesh? Giving donation to yourself. Right? Like you are saving, right? Saving in the bank, then you get compound interest and all that. So in Krishna's bank, interest rates are so high. They are so high, incredibly high. RBA, even American, what they call, Federal Bank. They give some 9%. Nowadays, kitna? 6%, 7%. 7.2 something, 7.2%. But in Krishna's bank, 1 crore times. If you give 1 rupee, you will get 1 crore interest. Incredibly high interest rates, Krishna's bank. That's why these Ambani, कितना पैसा आ जाता है, right? How they are getting so much money? Because they have invested their money in the bank, Krishna's bank.
Locking period is very long. Locking period is very long.
Yeah. But if you don't give, then there are many people, they don't get any money in their lives. Right? They are very poverty stricken because they have not invested even 1 paisa in their last life. Okay? Hare Krishna.